This video is going to be a bit of a different one. My last rant was about conspiracy theory. This one is just pure rage. So I'm just gonna let you know that this was filmed over 2 days. Uh, the 15th was when I originally recorded this, and today is the 16th that I am now finishing it and have gotten my grades back. So I'll let yesterday's Joe take it from here. 1 minute until I get to really get angry. I'm going to keep my composure. Imagine, if you will, you have been preparing for months on end to essentially do one of your main foundational classes. And it's just the first of many. I'm going to tell you. Imagine you have a chemistry test coming up soon, and you want to pass that test. And you pour your heart and soul into it, but no matter what, you know you're going to fail. Now why? What the fuck? Now why would you know that you're going to fail? Because the person who teaches your class, frankly, does not deserve to be a teacher. And the university does not care. This class has been taught to me in a way that probably a troglodyte would try to teach it. And one more. Okay, I'm really fucking angry. Like, okay, background. Food science major. Hi, me, Joe, food science major at the University of, probably can't finish it, but it's certainly in Arkansas. And for food science, you have to take chemistry 1, 2, organic 1, 2, and some more bullshit. But I'm only a freshman. I'm in chemistry 1. So, imagine my surprise when I get to chemistry and the first little while goes fine because it's just relearning what it is from high school. But when it's time for your teacher to present new information to you that you haven't learned before, she just fails completely. And her fucking style of teaching is just to show you some slideshows, kind of talk about it, go over maybe how to. She doesn't ever tell you how to do it, by the way. Like, I have so many of these fucking notes. I'm going to be putting them on screen and shit. So many. And almost none of them actually tell you, like, step by step how to solve a problem. Let's see, I started this back in fucking last August, and then chemistry started in January. So about 4 months of learning chemistry. And it's just reached a boiling point, which is why I'm making this rant. Because in 14 minutes, I have my chemistry exam. My chemistry, it's the third of 4. The next one's the final. So we're at almost the end. Like, last day of school is like May 8th. We're almost at the end. And I can confidently say that this woman has taught me damn near zero fucking chemistry. And I know a lot of you might look at this and be like, oh, well, you just weren't paying attention in class. I sat there, no music, no phone, no nothing, just looking and listening for an hour and 15 minutes. And I can say with confidence, and I promise you I'm telling the truth, that there is no way anyone can learn a damn thing. You know it's bad when a fourth of your class drops before the halfway point. You know it's worse when the people that are left in this class are using AI, like ChatGPT, the Google one, Gemini, all of it, just in the middle of lecture to try and make sense of what is coming out of this woman's mouth. And it's impossible. I truly don't understand, because if it's been like this forever, like multiple people have been through the same thing, I couldn't even imagine trying, like being in this class. Like, I personally don't even like to use AI, but genuinely, I couldn't imagine how somebody like 10 years ago, before the invention of like this really good AI, would even learn anything from what this fucking witch is spewing. Like, imagine for a second that you need to learn how to make, like, let's say you just want to make like a sandwich, right? But you don't know anything about it. Let's just say you're like an alien and you need to make this fucking sandwich. You don't know what goes on it. You don't know what makes it taste good. You don't even know like what it's supposed to look like. And then somebody comes up to you, does some hand motions, quickly flashes through a slideshow. They ask if you understand. You raise your hand before it's even halfway up. They said, "Okay, let's go. Let's move on." And then it's over. It's over. And then the next week, you need to know how to make a sandwich. But she hasn't gone over how to make a sandwich again. You're on fucking like cinnamon rolls or some shit. And every single day is like that. And then the exam comes up, half of everyone fails. And because you're an alien in this scenario, you fucking take an Area 51 or some shit. But I just want you to imagine the pain I feel as somebody who is relatively good at science, not being able to fucking comprehend a single thing that is coming out of this class. The notes are dog shit. She loves to do this thing where the slides have blanks in them, and you have to be in lecture to fill them out, or you can just watch the video she posts. But if you don't go to class in person, going into class in person doesn't even help, because I just explained, you don't fucking learn anything. But she posts the entire lecture as a note, as like a video, where she just goes over the slideshow and then puts background noise over it. Well, I mean, like she dubs over it. But listen, I'm gonna be right back after my exam, and I'm gonna tell you how I did. and talk a bit more about this. And then I get my scores later tonight, which I will film the final part of this rant, because people need to know that this class at this college is dog shit. The professor cannot teach it, and it might be the most bullshit, hardest class I've ever taken throughout like all of high school and now college. This chemistry 1 is the hardest class, and I think that's bullshit. Anyway, I'll be right back. The rage is gone. The rage is all gone. I can't even get mad anymore. That test was a complete and total failure. It starts at 6, and I think I had an hour and a half to complete the test. It took me 40 minutes, but we weren't allowed to leave until 7, so I sat there for 20 minutes just getting to enjoy the silence of my failure and wallow in it. There were several questions, a very, very small amount, that I would say I actually confidently knew the answer to. And every single question that there was a formula or some kind of equation on, absolute no chance, no shot in hell. No way I got that right. I didn't. I know I didn't. There was one question in particular that I remember. She went over in class that was in none of our notes. So for an answer, I just put, she didn't teach us this. That's how cooked I was. Now you might ask, wow, you just completely threw that exam in the trash. There's going to be a retake. I might do better on the retake, but I just wanted to tell you guys that this experience, bottom tier of all time. I don't understand how, through multiple class periods, and I've never missed a class in chemistry. I maybe missed one, and that was like a month ago. How in all these classes have you failed to teach this, to teach any of this, to prepare anyone for this exam? I am so excited to see the class average, because I know it's going to be low as fuck. But you know what I'm more excited for? End of year reviews. Because I'm going to write up the most devious, evil, fucking, professor and class review possibly ever written. This shit is going to be like the fucking Smash Brothers fan fiction that is 70 million words or something. It's going to pale in comparison, because this is going to be so beautifully articulated that I want whoever reads it to physically start melting. I want this to be an ancient Babylonian curse that you can send to someone and it works as a fucking zip bomb. All they need to do is see it, and it's like the fucking Ring. 7 days, they fucking perish. I promise that is what I'm going to write at this end of year review, because I am so fucking pissed. One semester is what they gave us to learn chemistry. I have class 2 times a week for, 12:30 to 1:40, an hour and 15 minutes. So 2 hours and 30 minutes a week. And every class is probably, I want to say 3 weeks and then an exam. So doing the math, 7.5 hours. You get 7.5 hours of learning in class, and then you have an exam. And that wouldn't be a problem. You can learn a lot in 7.5 hours. Hell, you can learn a lot in an hour, but she doesn't know how to teach. Let's go through the list. You and I together. Let's go through the list. She'll skip a concept. Okay, let's say this. She'll briefly explain something, combustion analysis, combustion reactions analysis, all that shit. We went over that, and there's questions about it, obviously. We went over that for maybe 10 minutes at most. We did one practice question, and that was it for in-class work. No more combustion reaction, boom, bye, on to the next thing. What else? She has a fucking, dollar store microphone or some shit. Impossible to hear, and, no problem. Except that she has an accent. And that's fine. I don't care if my teacher has an accent, as long as I can, understand the point they're trying to get across. But when you mix the fact that I can't exactly make out every single word, as well as the fact that she can't, as well as the fact that she can't get a concept across to save the entire fucking world, if that's what the stakes were, I am fucked. I am straight, anally, unlubed fucked. And already, I could tell this class was going to be paying my ass. Biology, last semester, that was pretty easy. I could understand everything. He put it in a way that was very easy to get across. Everything, the notes were super neat, super easy to memorize. No notes except for the slideshow videos. There's no extra, help you can get. I don't know if you guys are going to know what I'm talking about, and a few of you that do are going to be fucking terrified. Pearson, yeah, a few of you just heard that name and then shit your fucking pants. Pearson is what we used to do all of our homework. It's ass. It's dog shit. Pearson is such an inconvenient app to use, both for doing stuff that you need to do for a grade, and if you ever wanted to use it for practice problems. To this day, I haven't figured out how to do practice on it. I just know how to do the homework. Yeah. Let's see. What else? What else can I knock off this fucking list? Um, Hold on. So let's okay. Enough. Let's just talk about this test, right? Because that's what we're focused on. This exam. This is gonna be worst exam, worst class of all time. I don't know. We're gonna make a funny thumbnail or some shit. But this exam, 40% memorization, 60%. Actually, no, probably 30% memorization, 70% equations. Each question is worth 6 points out of like 120, 180, some shit. It's like the stupidest curve. But all of that being said, I saw all of those equations. I want to say there was at least 5 or 6 different equations on that test alone. And we went over, like before, like we had a review, literally a couple of hours before the test. We went over 3 practice problems. And one of those wasn't even like a math formula type of problem. It was memorization. 3 fucking practice problems. So yeah, we all definitely failed the fuck out of this test. When I get the results, I'll make sure to do the last little part to this video. It's gonna be great. I am going to go cope, I guess. Fucking be right back one more time in the future. So it's the day after. I got my results back. Made a 33%. Yeah. And so obviously I scheduled the retake. I scheduled a retake for Thursday, next Thursday. And sorry, where was I? Oh, yeah, I scheduled a retake for Thursday, and it didn't go through for some reason. Now all the spots are taken, so I have to take my exam retake Tuesday. So I have 2 days less to prepare for an exam that nobody was prepared for. I wish they gave me the test averages. They refused to do that. And today I had another exam that was even worse, because at least in chemistry that we had a semi-review session, even if it was ass, and a study guide. This test I had today, no study guide, no review session, didn't even know like what exactly we were going to go over. It was great. Awesome. But yeah, that's about where I'm at with it. I can't drop chemistry either. No, I'm in a precarious situation where if I drop the class, I won't have enough hours for the scholarship. I love college so much, and I love being in debt despite having scholarships. The American system of paying for education that is technically free online, but it doesn't count if you learn it for free. That's crazy. It's lovely. Like $60,000 at least for a piece of paper, and with interest rates, they make it like $200,000 or even higher. I can only imagine. Anyway, yeah. Sorry I don't really have all the rage from yesterday. I'm just, I'm done. I'm gonna go study, I guess. Chase your dreams. That's all I have to tell you. Just don't struggle like I am. If you can chase your dreams, chase your dreams. Don't do this. It's not fun. Anyway, good luck to all you guys watching. Have a wonderful time in college.